Good morning. How's everybody doing? Carlo, what's up, man? Bradley Martin. All good, better days. Yesterday, some good trades. There you go. You sitting on your hands tomorrow for CPI? We'll see. I'll be watching. If something presents itself, I'll definitely hop on it. But I don't sit there and try to time it. Good morning. What's the bias? I mean, we're pumping right now. We swept that London low. Basically went down to midnight, and there's a bunch of orders above us on the book map on ES. There's some above us on NQ as well. So, anybody catch that short down to London low? For somebody who's new to this, where would I start? Good morning. Good morning. Been losing a lot these past weeks, 1,500, but we push on. Hey, push on, man. Start on YouTube. Start by watching a lot of YouTube videos. There's a lot of free education on there. And once you've kind of gotten a good feel for what's going on and a decent strategy to try to implement, that's when you switch over to paper. Get a paper account through TradingView, and you paper trade for a couple of months until you can consistently see positive results. And at that point, once you've done that, that's when I would switch to a very cheap prop firm account. Sorry, my headphones are like super noise canceling right now. There we go. Oh, that's only one ear. I think I've just got to get some new headphones at this point, man. I've had these for so long. Trying to get these things to work. Throwing them around in the gym for the past 4 years. Is your Discord free? Yes. My favorite day trader. Appreciate that, man. I can see all the screen on my computer. Here you go, Dragon. We hitting the gym after? Yes, at some point. I got class at 12:30, but usually I hit it after right after that class. Bird of Paradise looking stressed. He's doing good, man. I took care of him Friday. I cleaned him, brushed him down, gave him some water, sprayed his leaves, talked real sweet to him. Nada, what up? There we go. Let's see if that works. Still only one here. What is up with that? Whatever. Now I can't control the volume. What the fuck is going on with these things? I can't join your Discord link for some reason. You need to open it in the browser or copy the link and do it that way. Open it outside of TikTok. There we go. Appreciate that, man. Anybody get this short? Anybody get in on that? Too late. Small W. Weird. Yo, what up? Got stopped out at 5 a.m. my time when she spiked on ES. Good morning. How's it going? Daggum. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bullish too, man, but we'll see what happens here. It's going well, Colario. Appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm already up 6,100 on the day from this short. So I'm going to probably take a couple eval trades. 6,100 unfunded. I do have some evals to trade. I got 2 Apex accounts and a couple of other ones. This short right here. Book map is just lit up to the downside. Strong momentum. I got out of the VWAP though. I didn't hold all the way to London. You're doing well. Nearly took the same short as you, but I haven't gotten in yet. Just wait till open. Yeah, smart. I don't usually take pre-market trades, man, but that was just like unbelievably clear on the book map what was going on. So I had to hop in there. Yeah, it's 2 Apex evals. We're going to stack them. I might go ahead today sometime, go ahead and grab 18 more just to go ahead and have them. Do you lift? No, I don't. I'm thinking about getting into it though. Thinking about trying it out. Big stack of orders down in the 60s to the upper 50s here in this area. Price has just been humming right here in this little space. Dyed the beard? No. As I spend more time in the sun in the summer, man, this is gonna get like super light colored. So is my hair. It gets almost like blonde. In the wintertime, it gets dark. Which open did you use to determine midnight's open? 12 a.m. midnight Eastern time. What time does the market open? 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Bro, just came off a boat from Iceland. Reem, what's up, man? How's it going? Passed another Lucid Flex last night. There you go. Appreciate you using the code. Another 50K. Let's go. Very nice, man. Consistency. Strange, I'm using the midnight, but mine's a little lower. Or the Eastern time, but mine's a little lower. Here's ICT kill zone and pivots. You can see midnight is right there. I'll delete my marking so you can see it clearly. True day open. Oh, this is setting for 1 a.m. That's a good call. Probably should fix that. GMT 5. Are we supposed to be on UTC 4? GMT 5, yeah. Good call, man. Thank you for that. What would I do without you guys? So should it be this? Is that what it should be? Nope, that's cool. Yeah, that's where it should be. Very good call, my man. Very good call. That's the lay of the land here on the hourly. Do you do this full time? Yeah. Well, I mean, full time is in the sense of it's my main source of income at the moment. It's one of my main sources of income at the moment. Morning, bro. Just joined your Discord. Do you trade there too, or only here? Jimmy, I was doing like a simul stream over there too, but it wasn't really. I mean, most of the people who were in there follow me on one of the other platforms that I'm live on, so I just didn't really feel the need to put the strain on my system here to have that extra stream going. Appreciate you joining though. Appreciate you being here. Seeing that some props are being strict with crude, I would imagine. It's pretty volatile yesterday. Kind of wild. It was up at like 120 a barrel. See, this is crude right here. It's micro crude. It's down 6% at the moment, but we were up at 120 basically, 119.50, and then we closed at like 94 last night. And now it's down to 88. So I can imagine they're protecting themselves. You can see on the personal capital brokerages, I get notifications when they're doing margins and things like margin restrictions and things like that. And AMP has been doing the same thing. What did you study in university? I'm still in university. I'm studying economics. I'm in the second semester of my junior year at the moment. You voted for Trump? Every time that man's been on the ballot, I have put a check next to his name. So yeah, I have. Unfortunately, he's not doing what I expected him to do this term. Do you think we will push off the stacked 1 hour and 4 hour? I have no idea. Here's what the book map looks like at the moment. Looks like we got pressure to the downside here, potentially. Is sipping a protein shake weird bad? Everyone I know finishes them extremely fast. You do whatever you're comfortable with, man. I don't think you need to slug it. If that causes, some people have stomach problems, so slugging it like that, putting that kind of strain on your system is not necessarily a good thing. I don't sit there and chug mine, but I don't put a nipple on it. Yeah, Missy, it's hard to tell. We took that London and had a pretty strong little consolidation underneath it and then a strong push above. We got these orders stacked down here in the 24,960 area, in that range, in the 60s. But as you can see, we have orders above the VWAP here all the way up to 2,500. How do you trade looking at this? So these areas that are brighter colors, those are areas where liquidity is stacked up. Orders in the market are stacked. So theoretically, what I did this morning actually, for this short that I made $6,000 on, we had a bunch of these orders stacked up to the downside, and these volume bubbles were showing the market orders that were being placed. Aggressive sellers, very aggressive. So we had these strong push downs. These are volume bubbles. And we had these massive, what you see here, these red, see how price came right to this big stack right here, absorbed those orders and then turned around. So those are areas that are targets for price to head to. So the way you would trade with this, if you're trading a strategy ICT or something like that, you can use this as an added confluence to decide, okay, if I'm going to take a long here, are there orders below me that price could potentially be attracted to that could potentially stop me out? And you could use that as an influence on whether you think the trade is worth taking a risk on. Or if you have nothing underneath you and clear massive orders above you, you can say, yeah, this is going to the moon right here. I don't see much market structure that justifies this, but I see the order flow justifies this. You can take a long targeting those orders. Bro, Sensei, take a hike, man. Get out of here with your nonsense. It's too early for your nonsense. Way too early for your nonsense. We're here to make money. If you're here to make money, let's do it. I'm not here to talk politics. Money's green. It's not red or blue, man. Mods. You will discover that you get to a point in your life when you realize how little control you have over all of that. And the only thing you do have control of is your personal choices and actions. And when you start to pay closer attention to those things, your life gets better. Here to talk about the GOAT, Ronnie Coleman. Is he the GOAT? Look at this push. See, somebody said, is this for real, talking about the book map? I mean, you saw the stack of orders that were right there at 2,500. And what did price just do? Price just went right to that stack of orders. What I expect when market opens, if this trend continues, we're going to pump. But we'll see. This is the 5 minute. It's the 5 minute right here. Verse of the day, okay. You're a life coach and a trading coach all in one. I don't hold myself out to be one, but if that's the way I'm perceived, I'll take it. Could be labeled worse things, Missy. Let's get the verse of the day going. Let's do it. If it'll load. It's a good question, Buffy. You got to pay attention to how price is behaving early in the session. That's why I start watching Bookmap pretty early in the morning to see how it wants to behave that day. The question, the way that I look at it is it going to be, are those areas where there's massive sets of liquidity, is price going to bounce off of those, or is it just going to create momentum through those zones? Today, we've been creating momentum through those zones. And then that could change once the market opens. But pre-market, we've been absorbing those levels and pushing through. So it's one of those deals where you just got to, day by day, you got to decide what price is wanting to do. The days where we're pushing off of those are days that I need to stay away from, because historically, those are days that I get chewed up. 1 Peter 3:15. In your hearts, set apart Christ as Lord. Always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give the reason for the hope that you have. But do this with gentleness and respect. I could probably learn a lot from that. That's a good verse. Yeah, I'm with you, Kyle. I just saw your chat. I would totally agree with what you said. I share your sentiment. Charmaine, what's up? Is that how you say it, Charmaine? How's it going, man? No, thank you, Jared. Off topic question: do you watch UFC? I do. I'm not someone who can sit here and quote you a bunch of fighters and their stats or anything like that, but whenever the big fights are on, I tend to tune in and watch them. I enjoy it. Morning, Mr. Windows background. I feel like that's such a compliment. If only you knew this is about a 450 square foot studio apartment. You just got to make do with what you got, you know? One more sensei and you're gone, man. You got a chance to sit in here and watch people make money and learn. You can take a hike. You fed big homie Lazarus yet? Big man's not in his feelings. Big man's here to make money, man. And you're here to yap about nonsense. Want to pull out the victim card and act like somebody's done you wrong. No one's done you wrong, man. Worry about yourself, make some money. Lazarus got fed on Friday. He got his leaves dusted. He got sprayed down with a little squirt bottle. He got I played him a lullaby. He's content. He's content. Do you plan on pursuing what you're going to school for and drop trading? No, Brandon. No. I intended to go to law school. That was the whole reason I went back to school. I was working for a law firm doing legal work for mergers and acquisitions. The whole reason I went back to school was to go to law school so I could end up doing that. And then in the process of going to school, trading took off. And it wouldn't make financial sense or time sense to really pursue that when I'm making as much money as I am from trading. My mom got deported. Your mom didn't get deported if she wasn't here illegally. If she was here illegally, she got deported. So, sounds like she should have done it the right way. Hey Christian, I was 4 or 5 days to get a payout on my Lucid yesterday. It was green plus 300 and blew the account. That happens, man. Did you journal exactly what happened? I have a template on what I think is important to make note of when you're journaling. You don't have to use all of it, but I think it's just a general guide for if you're like, how do I journal? It's a good guide. Look at this pump, write it open. Bro, that 488 is my dream car. It's a cool car, man. It's a cool car. Yeah, the psychology is the hardest thing to get, man. That's the hardest part of trading. You can learn the technicals relatively quickly. The hardest part of trading will always be the psychology, and it doesn't go away. The moment you think you have it figured out and like you're in there, for lack of a better term, you better start being real careful, because you're never out of the woods with mastering your psychology. It's an ongoing process. It never ends. Sensei, I'm being so patient, dude. I want you to be in here so you can learn trading if that's what you're interested in. I really am not one to block people or boot them. Last time I'm going to ask, just please, if you want to trade, if you want to learn trading, if you want to meet other cool people who are pursuing or achieving success, you're in a good place. But if that's not what you're interested in, this isn't the place for you. Strong orders to 25-100 to the upside here. Tempted to take a stab on this eval just to get a pullback to the low 60s. I might get in on this. I better make sure that I'm on the right chart here. Yeah. There's the low 60s. Tempted to take a little stab at this. I'm going to start a small position here. Start a small position. We're targeting at least this 100 level here. See how this goes. Orders at 25.050 would be a potential place to add to this. And if it breaks out of the 40s, I'm out. I'm going to put a stop right here. Stop right there. Target these highs up here. Strong push down here. This is not good. I mean, immediately stopped out. Look for a better entry on that. Orders down to 2,500 right now. Flashing heavy. Pushing heavy. VWAP at 24,990. Let's see if this is one to now go back up. Target that swing high. Yeah, that trade was super short. Orders at 25.050 now and still at 2,500. Smack on 2,500. Put this line here at it. What is this? This is NASDAQ futures trading. You looking for longs potentially? Yeah, that's what I just got stopped out on one. 330 negative 335 right now. Full porting tomorrow. You have any tips on improving psychology? I'm only 4 months into trading. I can't seem to fix it. Man, it comes with time. It's one of those deals where journaling helps, praying helps, and experience, man. Also sizing down where you can just stack wins without losing too much money. That's also big. Here comes 2,500, I think. Yeah, there's 2,500. If we trade below the VWAP here, I'm switching my thinking. 990 is the VWAP. You reckon going full-time trading is a good idea? If you're making a lot of money, yeah. I think you need to be taking consistent payouts for at least a year before you do that, though. I trade NASDAQ futures, and I switch back and forth between that and ES, but I've been sticking more with NASDAQ. NQ, yep. A lot of sell-side pressure here. I'm trading one eval right now. I have two Apex evals. I'm trading one of them right now. I'm not copy trading them because I plan to be a little more aggressive with it. Of course, Marlon. Hope you're having a good morning, man. Are you currently in the U.S.? Yep. VWAP's right here at 990, so if we start trading below that. Risk small, man. 2 or 3 micros to start, then go to 5. And it's not a funded, it's an eval. You get a funded after you pass the eval. I mean, that's like just stickler language, but if you tell somebody you have a funded, it means you've passed the eval and you're trading the funded account that you can take withdrawals on. Entered at 2,500. If this goes to the moon, that's a great entry here. I can see, I mean, that VWAP's right around that 90. You could have had it below the VWAP, which would have been just like an 11 or 12 point stop. Pushing hard here. Yeah, it's not a bad idea to scale down in funded, man. Longevity is the name of the game. So you're not looking for home runs. You're just looking for consistency. Bye, Sensei. Give you plenty of chances, man. Unbelievable how bad some people want to be victims, man. The world's out to get you. If you have that kind of worldview, you will always be broken and upset. Orders up to 25,050 now. That's a good risk. 250. I'm going to trade for the 50K is a good risk. Leaving a little money on the table is better than taking an unnecessary loss, in my opinion, where you held a trade too long and it comes back on you and you end up not making anything. Some people disagree with that, but I've found success with that mentality. Yeah, it's just chopping right now, man. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to try to predict this. I'm going to wait for a breakout one way or the other. I would think it wants to go up here, but we're being held down right here slightly. What makes you want to go long? The trend that we're in and how the book map looks. We've been pushing pretty consistently here. I like the flex accounts, man. The flex, you don't have any consistency in the funded stage. So if you hit like a banger day, it's not going to prevent you from taking a payout. Trading below the VWAP here now. Thinking of moving to North Carolina. We're full, man. We're full. They sent out notifications. I don't know if you got it. It was a memo. The state is full. Max capacity reached. Fire marshal said no more people allowed in. I was so close to passing my eval, then Lucid credentials aren't working. Andrew, you sent me a DM. Did you copy and paste exactly? Make sure there's no extra spaces or anything like that, Andrew? I see, I'm looking at your video right now. You guys got to remember this is the day before CPI too. I just remembered that. So be careful. Be really careful. Make sure that you are copying and pasting exactly the code, Andrew, and make sure that there's no extra space or anything like that at the end of or beginning of either your password or your username. It doesn't look like there is, but just double check. I do have Instagram. Tennessee's better. I like Tennessee, man. I've looked at some property out there. There's a lot of land for sale out there. Yeah, make sure you, Andrew, hit the like copy button that it gives you. Don't just like highlight and copy. Hit the copy button. I really don't know why it's doing that. Email them or go to their Discord. There's a link to their Discord in the dashboard right there at the bottom left. Or you can hit that support button and there's a chat that'll pop up and you can try to chat with them. You could also try clearing your browser history and your cache and all that. Sometimes that is weird and it might work. Uno, what's up? This is one of those days where it's going right to these stacks now that the market's open. Pre-market was beautiful, but we just went right to a huge stack of orders right here and bounced right off of it. So be really careful with this, man. Jose, what's up, man? Got too greedy and blue funded, it happens. It's never fun, man. I feel like traffic everywhere is just terrible right now. Can't stand it. It's one of my least favorite things is traffic. Do not move here, no more room. Try Virginia or something. I've heard California's got plenty of vacancy. Yeah, for sure. I know. Orders up at 24,040 right here and up at the top of these. There it is right there. You're not wrong, ATX. You're not wrong. Yeah, definitely lock out if you're feeling itchy in this. This is dangerous. I took that 335L on this eval. I'm glad I took those pre-market trades. That was clean. That short was so clean. Oh yeah, dude, I'm up 6,100 for the day. Yeah. Even if you were to include that eval L, I'm still up whatever that, 5,800. Oh, you took a long in pre-market. I took a short. You took this long after the London. You took this one, Andrew or Aaron. Yeah, I'm trading Apex right now, man. I'm trading an Apex eval. I got 2 Apex evals. I'm about to stack those accounts back up. Trading ES, gotcha. Hey, you're on the way, Ken. You're on the way, man. Showing up every day. That's all it's, that's half the battle. Up 500, there you go. Trading really screws with your perception of money, man, because if you think about it, 500 is a lot of money. Like, somebody tells you, like, if you're immersed in the trading community, some people will be like, it's a good day. It's like, dude, that's a great day. That's an amazing day. You made $500 today? Trading makes me want to crash out sometimes. Yeah, you're not alone. Can I show ES Bookmap? I can. This is not what you want to see. This is not pretty. Again, we got CPI tomorrow, so this, this could just chop. Never in my life thought I could make this kind of money that fast. It is kind of crazy, dude, if you think about it. It's unreal. It's called Bookmap. It's a level 2 data software. It shows you where orders are stacked, where market orders, the aggression in market orders are being placed, volume. I don't recommend the CPI method, man. I am firmly against that. I think it doesn't do you much good to pass an eval if you can't maintain the eval and take payouts. And for most people who can't normally pass an eval, that's the case. Once they get the funded, they'll just blow it. It's kind of just a waste of money. It's kind of like people who stack 10 or 15 accounts, yet they haven't even taken a payout. It's like, why don't you just focus on one account, take a payout, take that money, or at least part of it, and use it to buy more accounts, rather than off the bat trying to hit a home run. In the right hands, it is. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. If you're consistently passing evals and taking payouts, you're what quote unquote profitable trader, and you're just looking to quickly get back a bunch of accounts. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. But most of the people who do it are not in that position. They're new to trading, and they, it's the day before CPI, guys. This is how this is going to go. You're crushing it, though, dude. You're crushing it, man. Good for you. Be proud of yourself. That's not easy. Appreciate that, Christy. I'm glad you're here. Sorry that my trigger finger got itchy there at the market open. I hope you didn't try to take that trade. I tried to preface the session with I'm going to be trading an eval, so it's not like I'm taking normal. I'm not going to be as disciplined, but right now with the way this is going, I don't even want to risk taking an eval trade. Yeah, Everett. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Christy. I'm sorry about that. I'll be more mindful that. Sorry about that. Now I feel really bad. This is ugly. You made money? Did you fade? Did you just opposite direction? Bookmap is a little indecisive. NQ is pretty empty, to be honest. Not a whole lot of volume there. There's some above up to 25.050, but this is just consolidating, man. ES has orders down into 67, 68 area, and then an opening, and then another set of orders in the low 60s. This is not ideal. If you're not already green on the day, you didn't take a pre-market trade, I would be very tempted to shut it down for the day, or at least until the PM session, because I think this is the way it's going to be most of the day. You got CPI tomorrow. I mean, this is, again, you got to expect this. Kyle, I've done that, and it does make money. Early when I started watching him a couple years ago. Because you can't always know when he jumps into a trade, but you can definitely tell when he gets out. It works. And sometimes when he's trading personal capital, there's videos of it. You can see his orders on Bookmap. Like I saw him, he was trading 100 minis one time, and you could see when he got out, when he was long, and as soon as he sold, you saw 100 orders execute, and price just, it's the craziest thing, man, seeing a retail trader actually have an effect. He was going nuts with his personal capital account towards the end of last year. I'll shut it down the minute you say we're squaring up for arc raiders. I wish I had more. Dude, as soon as summer starts, my classes end in May, early May. I'll have a lot more time to do other stuff. One payout closer to that M3. Nice. Looking for a G80. So you about to break my monitor. Shut it down, man. This is terrible price action to try to trade here. Don't make it worse on yourself. Just come back tomorrow. There's a Nardo Gray, or whatever they call their version of that G80 that parks in my parking deck. It's got the white interior, though. I would definitely have to go with red if I was doing that. I feel like the red on gray is a better combo. I'd take the white, don't get me wrong, but that doesn't sound like a bad life there, Everett. I'd sign up for that. Just got my M340, nice. Just take my Ford Pinto. ES is starting to break loose to the downside a little bit here, targeting that London low, potentially. Frost blue model, S plaid with white interior. I think that's sick, dude. That is a sick vehicle. Any plaid would be sick. Chaz, what's up, man? I like cruising on my John Deere. I'd love that, man. I feel like that's so. Mowing grass to me is relaxing, so I can imagine cutting hay would be similar. As long as you got AC in that thing. Do it. Yeah, post it in there. I'd love to see it, man. You should do a live stream while you're doing that. Okay, open cab. That'd be a little noisy to do a live. You can mute it. It'd be kind of sick to watch, though. I do have a RAV4, 302,000 miles. Dude, how do you beat that? How do you beat that? $125. You cannot beat that, dude. Reminds me, my brother had one of his first cars was a Jetta. The guy wanted to give it to him for free, and my brother was like, "No, man, I gotta pay something." He charged him $25 for it. The thing was a tank. ES is acting like it wants to go to this London low. London low right here is 67, 68, 75. We already swept it on NQ. ICT kill zone and pivots. That's the indicator I use for session highs and lows. You guys that streaked the Super Bowl? That's not me. I know who that is, but that's not me. He looks nothing like me. That's funny, though. What are you getting today in the gym? Supposed to be back and by today. I need to get some more. I've skipped breakfast. It's the first time that I've skipped breakfast during the weekday in a while. That's not good. So I need to make sure that I get some good calories in before I go. I might hit legs again though, man. Trying to get my legs big. I hate how small my legs are right now. It did. Yeah, you can get solid workouts into that. You should go listen to Cali Muscle. I don't know if you know who that is. Go listen to him talk about how they would work out in prison. You really don't need a whole lot. NQ took London pre-market. So right now we're just wanting to see what this wants to do. We pushed pretty hard. Didn't really. I'm not convinced that that's a clean sweep right there. I want to see more of a candle closure below right here. So, and there's still orders stacked up to 67.60 on the book map down to here. So it's looking like it wants to go back up, but I'm gonna wait and see. London was at 24,892. On NQ, it was 24,940. Am I wrong? Dude, how am I tripping like this? Why is this? What happened? What the heck happened? I know I had this charted out correctly earlier. There must have been something that happened. Don't follow me, guys. Wait a second. That's why, because that's at 8:30. Yeah, I left the I left London. I didn't change my ICT kills and pivots times because London at the end of the month is gonna do daylight savings as well. So that's gonna, I could change it, but it's gonna go right back. So I think that's why I don't usually have a London session that happens around 8 o'clock. It cuts off at 8. That makes sense. That makes sense. Bookmap just got me funded. There you go, man. In longs. I'm gonna clean some of this up. Your cutoff is probably at 8, just like mine is. So we're not used to marking it out past 8. And this London low right here that's marked out is at 8:28. So that's, Angela, that's probably, you did the same thing I did. Your ICT kill zone and pivots indicator cuts off London at 8 a.m. So that's why we didn't have that marked out. They haven't done daylight savings yet. They do theirs at the end of the month in the UK. Songman, what's up? Day's going great. Day's going great. Cannot complain. Cannot complain, man. Hungry. Need to eat. You're not missing much, Songman. You're not missing much at all, man. It's the day before CPI, so it's risky business. P&L for today, I'm up 6,100 unfunded at the moment. I'm down on eval 335. $80 away from losing funded. That's tough, dude. Not ideal. It's tough. It's easier said than done, man. At least you know what you need to do, though. Find a way to make that happen. Lockout features are very helpful. Might try to take one more stab at this, targeting this targeting this pocket of orders down lower here. It's tempting to do. I was looking for the pullback into those 30s before I was going to enter. Didn't get it. Decent pullback there. Target this low. A little dump further down to the 90. Dump through that 90. And dump through it. Dump through the 90. Damn, strong order just came in above us. Still gonna hold this. Down to 90. Another order right there just popped up at 24,930. I'm gonna hold this still. If it breaks that 930 level, I'll hop out. That's where orders broke loose before. Just down to the 90. Down to the 90. Here it goes. A little more. A little more. If these lower 900s don't break loose, I'm gonna have to hop out of this. It doesn't act like it wants to go. Just consolidating right here. Big order just flashed at 30 to pull that. Just hold still. Back under 30 here. There we go, back under 30. Back down. Back down. This 30 breaks loose again, I'm getting out. There it is. And out. Right there. Fuck, as soon as I close the position, it breaks right back under it. It's all good. 910 is what we're down right now. This is going to take that 900 level now that I just took this close. Or did I just close the position? Risky with CPI tomorrow. This is the kind of BS you get. This is just one Apex eval, dude. It's a $19 Apex eval. What did I just stumble across? Tristan, look away, man. Look away. TikTok says, gifting suspended for 10 minutes. This behavior is not in line with our policy. What did I do? What did I do? Yeah, no, Devin, definitely not copy trading that. Orders just came. So I'll show you exactly what happened on the book map there. Orders popped in up. It was up at 30, and then they're moving it slowly up as price continues to head in that direction. So there was orders at 30. As soon as it got to 30, they moved it into the 40s. As soon as price started pushing through the 30s, they moved it up to the 50. And they yanked that order. There was a massive order down here at 900, right where that London low is, just below the 900. And I was waiting for that to get absorbed. Maybe I should have cut it as soon as I was in profit, $300 or something. Maybe I should have taken that, but was just trying to hold for the sweep of London low. Not mad about it. Not mad about it at all. Orders still flashing heavy in the 50s. Now it's going to go. Look at this. Look at the way that the order book just shifted. Order book just completely shifted back to the way it was before when I took the trade originally. Jesse, what's up? Watch this just completely blow through the... Look at that. That would have been TP right there. Just shy of TP. TP was right on the line and it missed it. Look at that. Man, that would have pissed me off. This is why this is dangerous, man. All right, Kyle, have a good one. Yeah, it's just dangerous price action today, man. CPI tomorrow is going to clean things up. This will consolidate until then, probably. AJ, what's up? Took my first gold trade in a year and one. There you go. Now orders back in the 30s again. These guys are just screwing with people. Is this NQ? Yes. Nowhere, waiting, suffocating. How do you set TP and stop loss on Apex? I use top set more. Right click on the chart. If you're short, you'd have a buy. You'd set a buy stop right here as your stop loss. Take profit would also be a buy. If you're short, you'd set a sell if you're long. I'm debating it, Tim. I don't think it's wise. I mean, it's seriously just a $19 eval, so I could just say screw it in full port. But at the same time, it's like, it's not even gambling at this point. It's like worse than that because it's, I don't know. With gambling, at least you can make an educated guess. I think this is just the fact that this is, look at this. This is the fact that you're going to go right to this liquidity level that was stacked up right here. And I'm talking like, what is this? Quarter of a point. How many ticks is that? Is that literally a tick? It's one tick. You go one tick away from that, and then the order book completely shifts back in the other direction. The order book completely shifted back to the upside here, just absorbed a bunch of it. But I mean, this is Russian roulette. Oh, I'm not trading my fundeds, man. I'm locked out of all those. No, I don't use Top Step. The commenter was saying he uses only Top Step. He was wondering how to set stop losses and take profit with Apex. Oh, I'll have some bullets for tomorrow. Yeah, that's what you just saw. I'm connected to TradingView. On the way down. Why are my fundeds locked? Because I'm up 6,100 in those from pre-market. I don't want to take another trade in them. I don't want a trade to inadvertently happen, even though I've made sure everything's cleared out. Just don't want to take a chance. So I lock them out. Took the short, this short pre-market. Then you're going to say, what were the confluences? Bookmap really was the main one. I mean, it was just Bookmap clear as day to the downside. And we're, unlike right now, pre-market, we were respecting these big, massive liquidity pockets that we have. Right now, we're just edging them, and some were absorbing and creating momentum. Others were edging and just bouncing around. Was it a bearish S&T? I didn't pay attention to that. I wasn't even looking. I was just looking at Bookmap. This is Bookmap. Shows you where all the orders are stacked up. Shows you the aggression that the market orders are being placed, where the volume is. Very useful. I'll be honest, man. I'm so tempted on days like that when I'm making those, what I would consider more reckless types of trades. I'm honestly very tempted to hide my trades because so many people do. I call it signal botting. I don't mean it in a derogatory way, but they do look for me for guidance in a way where they do take a lot of trades that I take. And I don't want people doing that with those sorts of trades. And I can preface it all day long by saying, hey, this is an eval, but still people are gonna be fighting the urge to take the same trade. Now, that's the kind of thing that really makes me want to not show those sorts of trades, because it's like I don't want people copying that. It's not a good example to set. Orders all the way up to 2,500 now. It's super thick. Just absorbed some of it, pushing hard through it. It's in my Discord. It's in my Discord, Pizza. Yeah, but to an extent, I do feel a responsibility because I'm setting an example. You know what I mean? Like some people, and I did this when I was super early on. I would signal bot certain people, but it wasn't to make money. It was to figure out, okay, he's taking a trade here. I'm gonna take it as well. I'm gonna screenshot it and I'm gonna journal it and I'm gonna figure out why we did it, and I'm gonna learn exactly what the ins and outs were. And it's a way to, it's like training wheels almost for the learning process. So I feel like if I'm doing that with an eval and I'm just being reckless, it's not setting a good example or helping people in the long run. How do you read this? Price generally is attracted to these major. This is liquidity. So these are all orders stacked up right here, and the volume bubbles, the bigger they are, that's how much volume is in that at that particular level, buying and selling power or volume. And on a normal day, like today, pre-market was normal. You have these massive orders like this, the price is just going to go right to it and absorb it. But right now you have people yanking, like prices coming up to this level, and then you see these orders flashing, like people are putting their orders in and then pulling them out, putting them in, pulling them out, trying to manipulate the price. Yeah, Buffy, it's because it's the day before CPI. That's why that kind of thing's happening. Yeah, only allowed to trade the PAs. It's I mean, you could think of it as a heat map. It's called level 2 data. It's a software that shows level 2 data. It's a fish finder. It shows you where the fish are hiding. Got messed up today? It happens, man. Don't make it worse. This is very unpredictable PA right here. There's just a massive shoot through that. You got from 87.50 all the way up to 25.010. There's just a push right there. Having a hard time trusting myself when I'm in trades, like holding the trade. You're having a hard time holding the trade. Potentially lower your sizing if you're having a hard time holding trades. That's what I've found to help. Or set it and forget it, man. The set it and forget it method is pretty nice. If you're confident in taking an A+ setup, open your trade, set your stop loss immediately, and then set your take profit level, and just hop out. Just call it a day. How will CPI affect tomorrow? It's going to be very volatile. Cause some major volatility. That's how it works. Yeah, I'm negative 600 wipeout yesterday's win. Gonna probably sit on my hands. Everett, I would not trade this. But just wait. I mean, there's plenty of other days where price action is just so clean and so nice that there's no reason in trying to force anything on days like today, man. That's my 2 cents. I blew your account? I didn't know I could click a button through the screen, man. Lucid is great, man. Yeah, I highly recommend Lucid. He's probably joking. I would hope. Can you mount that Bookmap fish finder on a kayak? Yeah, I guess you could. Started my eval a week ago and feel like it's a particularly tough time. It's not easy. With this war, there's been some volatility. There's been a couple of days that have been very clean, but overall it hasn't. If you're new, I can definitely see how it's been rough. Got diced a little at those lows. Yeah, I did too, man. I took a pretty heavy hit on that. Eval though. Yeah, you'd think we would have taken that, and we got within one tick. Buy or sell. Oh boy. All right, guys. I'm gonna hop off here. I'm not taking any more trades on this. Not worth it. I'm gonna load up on a bunch of Apex evals and come back tomorrow for CPI. You guys don't blow accounts with this. March has been great, man, so far. February was great too. Cannot complain. Will I be on at 8:30? No, I'll be on at 9 for the afterglow. You guys have a great day, though. If you're green, please don't give any of it back. Just wait for better price action. Of course, Jimmy. Appreciate you being here, man. How much should I make? I'm up 6,100. We're down 910 on the eval, though. 6,100 on funded, negative 910 on a Apex eval. You guys have a good day. God bless you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the engagement. Thanks for the follows. Drop a follow if you're new, by the way. Live every day except Thursday from 9 until around this time. usually around 11, but today it's just not clean. I'm not going to sit through this. We'll see you guys. Appreciate you being here. I like Lucid, Sonny. Lucid, Take Profit Trader, Tradeify, Apex. Those are all good. We'll catch you guys tomorrow.